Everything Dizzle. Starting a brand new channel, first 30 days, and how I got my first million on Instagram. Let's get right into it. This may be your first time getting to know me, who I am. Recently, I just started this Everything Dizzle page and channel, all platforms. And it's been actually today makes 30 days since I started this brand new journey. Now, I'm going to give you a little disclaimer and give you a little bit about me. I'm a music artist, worked with a bunch of your favorite artists, millions of views, a plethora of songs, and also in the content space. A lot of people will say I'm one of the West Coast pioneers when it comes down to podcasting, media space. I've done a lot. Also, radio, acting, everything across the board. I go to say this, I'm not starting off something brand new, from being an unknown person. I do have a lot of backing, a lot of work that I put in for throughout the decades. I also have 2 channels that I received YouTube plaques for. So, once again, this is not my first rodeo when it comes down to this. Also, my personal Instagram, I racked up 250,000 followers on that as well. But let me be honest with you guys. None of it matters. I'm from Compton, California. And a lot of people who look like me and come from the places that I come from, they consider the things that I'm covering now, that's nerd talk and this is, oh, that's not cool. And a lot of people, man, don't want to let people really know who they are. I know a lot of people in the hood that like anime. I know a lot of people in the hood that likes a lot of pop culture stuff, but because it's not the cool thing for my community, nobody wants to talk about it. Even when I started my journey with podcasting and streaming and entertainment, people in my community also didn't understand what I was doing until it worked. So what I'm starting right now, man, it's a lot of trials and tribulations. I will say this is like my 3rd or 4th time attempting something in this space. And up until 30 days ago, I thought it was going to be much of the same. I was wrong. So my first channel, Community Clips, make sure, you like, comment, subscribe. My very first video was me playing Halo. In the chat, this is like real, this is real exercise, you know what I'm saying? Real lyrical exercise. This is how you really learn how to rap. Let's see. I've been a big fan of the video game space since a kid. The movie space as a kid, man. I've been a AMC A-lister since 2018. I go to the movies every week. I take my kids to see movies. That's my getaway for a getaway. Also video games. So when I first heard about Twitch, I had this idea that, hey, I was going to play games and people were going to, watch me and follow me because I have this musical background. I'm dropping these records and I think people will want to see that. I was wrong. And I know people who's been on this journey before. Man, nothing is worse than logging on and you being online for an hour and 2 hours and you got about 2 or 3 people watching you. So what happened? I got discouraged. I went, sold all my equipment, and went back to regular scheduled programming. Maybe a year later, shout out to my partner Pun, we had an idea of teaming up with somebody that had a few hundred Twitch followers. So we attempt again. We buy all the equipment. We do it again. This time, wasn't 2 or 3 people watching. It was maybe 30 people watching. Not consistent enough to continue to go. So what do? Do it down again. Hence, I had another opportunity to do movie reviews. Now, while I believe the movie reviews were good, the editing wasn't done in a timely fashion. And me personally, before I go to the movies, I read reviews. By the time the reviews came out that I had, it was about a week, 2 weeks into the movies, and it just wasn't effective. Once again, another failure. Moving on. So I went right back to doing what I know best. Hip-hop, media content, hanging with the homies. And within a few short months, I got partnered on Twitch and got accustomed to YouTube and built a community from there. And then built another community, having multiple brand deals and dealing with a lot of companies. But once again, my other side, didn't get to shine the way that I wanted it to shine. So this exact channel that you're watching this for, sometime around 2024, I decided I was going to get into the IRL space, which tried it, not really for me like that. So I just had this channel on the back end, sitting there. But then a few weeks ago, I got fed up. I said, fuck it. I stopped waiting for the perfect situation. I got tired of paying editors and having my content, not done until like a week or 2 weeks after this. And I just took matters into my own hands. I said, you know what? I'm going to show this other side of me. And no matter how long it takes, I'm going to not make any excuses for myself and get cracking. So I reignited this IRL page that I had. I started from there. I made a brand new Instagram from the ground up, TikTok, so forth, so on, and got to work. First, I created an AI logo. Wasn't the best logo, but it was a start. Came up with the name, Everything Dizzle. Didn't give it much thought either, but I love the name now. Then I edited my first video on iMovie. Once again, had no expectations. Now, I started digging on YouTube, and then I ran into this company, and I'm not sponsored by them, but if they want to sponsor me, hey, hit me up, man. I heard about Opus Pro, Opus Clip, and I said, hey, let me give it a shot. So I shot my first video, took my long form content, put it in there, and it just chopped up a gang of clips. And I said, fuck it. I'm just going to see what happens. Put it on the calendar, and just start dropping like 4 or 5 videos a day. But then something crazy started happening. One video in particular started taking off more than others. Within the first 2 days, the video had about 50,000 views. And now I'm getting excited because I'm like, wait a minute, this is a brand new page. And I just watched it just continue to amass followers for me, continue to just snowball with opinions. And at that very moment, I knew I was onto something. And the best part about it is, everybody that was commenting and giving their opinion was nobody that I know didn't know me from what I've done previously. They just found the content and they were loving it. I just started getting a whole bunch of DMs and people just showing all kind of love and letting me know that my takes on House of Dragons was top tier. Better than I even thought that it was going to be myself. That's when I knew this was the way to go. And I leaned all the way into it. I hit my editor from my other company and I said, hey, bro, I need me a good logo, man, to describe what I'm doing. And he got it right on the first mark. Now, I got a better logo, but I started doing my research and seeing other people and content creators. Shout out to Jeremy Johns. He's one that I watch all the time. I just started watching what people did and see what I was missing. And it was clear to me. It was the editing. Always the editing became a roadblock. So I decided, fuck going out, fuck wasting time doing anything else. I'm going to sit right here in front of my TV with my computer, and I'm going to learn how to edit. So since coming from iMovie, I decided I've had a little bit of knowledge back in maybe 2012 on Final Cut Pro, but to me, it was a step up from iMovie. So, then fuck it, let's give it a shot. I started watching these individual YouTube content creators. I'm going to have them on the screen somewhere. But yeah, I really just started following things and just finding new tips and learning new ways to do the stuff. And I took 2 to 3 weeks, man, and I was proud of myself of learning this new skill. And man, I just started editing my videos, man, sometimes staying up to 2, 3 in the morning. But it didn't feel like it was a job. It felt fun, which I wanted it to feel fun. And I think that's why the content is fun. The people are having fun. And I'm having fun creating this, editing it, shooting it, doing everything myself, man. It's been beautiful so far to watch. Now, I'm not perfect. And I'm still watching other content creators teach me how to perfect my skill when it comes down to editing. You know what I mean? Shout out to my guy, Adrian Purr, too. I gave him a call. I was like, hey, bro, if there's any way I can sit with you and learn, please let me know. And he gave me some good tips and referred me to other people as well too. So yeah, that was dope. But I go to say this, there's no excuse. If you really, really want to learn something, man, you can log on to YouTube and you can make that shit happen. Fuck being all lazy and doing all this bullshit, nigga. Get cracking. Now I have my thing. Shoot, edit, post. Shoot, edit, post. Now, within 30 days, I've amassed almost 10,000 Instagram followers, 2,000 YouTube subscribers, crushed all my qualifications to become a YouTube partner. TikTok, a few thousand, all that. But really, I noticed the vehicle that I've been getting received on the most was Instagram. So even going further, I'm looking to use that to be the vehicle to drive traffic to everything else that I got going on when it comes down to this channel. Some of these clips are going crazy, man. 200,000 views, 100,000 views, and so far, so on. It's been amazing, man, to watch this journey so far. The type of comments that I'm getting, the love that everybody is showing. And the good thing about it is I'm just getting started. What I've done so far has been a drop in the bucket. I'm going to continue to do movie reviews. I'm going to bring in the anime. I'm going to bring in more of the TV show content, and I'm just going to let my personality shine. Also, I got ideas to incorporate the video games as well, too, and I want this to be a real community. I want to make things that you guys want me to do. If you want me to tackle a series, if you want me to play a certain type of game, if you want me to give my commentary on anything, I want you guys to grow with me. Now, what I did next, which everybody should do, make sure my business was right. Once I've seen that this can go somewhere, I immediately woke up early in the morning. I applied for my EIN and got approved the same day. Next day, went to the bank, opened up a brand new business bank account. Now, all my business is right, getting ready to work. This isn't me just uploading videos anymore. This is something I'm building. I made this to give a future content creator the inspiration to just go ahead and do that shit, man. It don't matter what the fuck you have when it comes down to equipment. You can start something new. And even if something else is working and people telling you they don't want to fuck with it, if you know it in your heart, get cracking and make sure you do that shit. I don't know exactly what this is going to be. I don't know, what I'm going to face, but I'm down for the long haul. And I want you guys to be here with me. This is the first month check-in. I'm going to see you guys at month 3 and so forth, so on, man. Appreciate you guys. Everything Dizzle. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you at the next video. Let's get it.